All right, so stay tuned. Episode 8 with ANKHA LARRY.
Yeah.
I got the guy in the building, local producer
Thank you for having
from
me, actually.
No Problem. Let's
All
get
the
to
way
it,
from Eva,
man.
Arizona, to be exact.
Okay, yeah.
Outside of town. On that Deuce 1 at 2100 block, north side. Please believe it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's a couple blocks away from the Joe Henry Park. You feel me?
Yeah. Yes, sir. So local, like I told you, steady, reaching out to the artists, and if you listen and um, like I said, just reach out to me and we'll try to work something into the schedule and get you into talk and like tell your story or talk about your craft or something that you got going on that you think you'd be willing to share. I mean, a lot of people get camera shy and shit. Like, I don't. It's not something that I really think about in the moment, but try to be alright.
Speaking of
You know
camera
what I
shy,
mean?
yeah, I do know what you mean. Speaking of camera shy, I kind
Yeah.
of like how you're doing right now. Loosen up, man. Relax your shoulders. This is your podcast, man.
Yeah, it is, but at
Come
the
on.
same time, it's the end of my workday, so I'm just thinking of like I always have to think of where I want to go with it, so I don't really have anything at the moment. But um, we could talk about the basketball and the situation going on. I've been thinking about like before all the random injuries, like even throughout the early part, like when you saw some big names like going down with injuries first part of the month, and like I've been thinking to myself like around the time the playoffs was starting and stuff, it was already late into May, and stuff. But for me, it was they're thinking of like, and there was like even the stories that have been talking about like why are there so many injuries, and
Because
for
the players don't rest. That's
yeah,
why.
that, and for me at the same time they don't usually play at this time of the year,
Exactly.
all of them, so their body isn't used to it. Their body usually probably on vacation at this time of the year, so it's not in training mode.
It's a culture
And
shock to the
yeah,
muscles.
yeah, exactly. So that's one of the main things that I thought about at the time, like
Yeah.
before even all this talk about it. So it's just like something that the body isn't used to. Their body's used to a certain schedule and
Right.
this and that. So
That's
they've
like
had to add on to it with
that's
everything. And
not to cut you off, but that's like taking us out of our environment and moving us to Chicago.
yeah,
You
and
know what I mean?
fucking below temperature, below fucking normal here all year.
Exactly.
Yeah, just get fucking sick as shit. You know.
What we think is cold, they're looking at us
Yeah.
like we're stupid.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
when people over there are dying in like 89, 88-degree weather, we're like, what?
Yeah. You're right.
We live in triple digit weather. How are you guys
Uh-huh.
dying in 90-degree weather? Come on.
That's a good point. You're right. It's just a change of it, and yeah, like you said, culture shock. I didn't really do anything interesting today, so I've been thinking this is gonna be number 8, number 9, 8 for the stay tuned. This will be 9 in total, and then my next I got 10, so I might have to like do a little bit of thinking before I actually get that one together
Yeah.
and make it a little like make it put a little spice on it,
Yeah,
give it
let's
some
make sure
flavor.
let's make sure you're a little more liver than what you are right now.
Yeah.
I know you just got off of work, but you got to look at it like it's your Friday. You
It
know,
is
you've been.
not my Friday, but it is my Tuesday.
Oh, I'm my bad.
You're alright though.
Well, this is like my Saturday technically.
Yeah.
You know, my boss, he's been trying to get me to work the past 2 nights. You know, and he fails to realize working in 12-hour shifts and you dealing with all those people. Once you put in your time, you don't really want to work anymore. You know,
Oh
and you
yeah.
know he'll text me and ask me, I need you to work from 7 to 7, and it's like I can't do it. And then the next day, well, can you please come in from 10 to 7? It's like, bro, I can't do it unless you want me to work those days. Then you're gonna have to
Make
give me
plans.
2 days off
Way.
on my regular schedule because no, I'm not coming in. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Especially,
especially like
especially
with that, like you would have to ask. For me, it would be like something you'd ask like 2 weeks in advance. Like, oh, maybe
right.
someone like is needing that time off, or you know what I mean? Like, but yeah.
I don't make the schedule, homie. I just
Mm.
come in on the days that I know I'm
Right.
supposed to work. That's it. Now, if you can't have no one to work that day, then that's not my problem.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you can't find anyone to come in to work, then you're the supervisor. You have to come in and work. Just like you tell
Yeah.
me, this is what I signed up for. You signed up to be a supervisor. So you have to supervise and come in and fill in the gaps and not always depend on who you think is your token blackie, which I am not.
Yeah, man.
I work for
Well
me. I'm
said.
my own boss. As you
Same
can see, I got more juice than you, homeboy.
here.
People love the way I work. Apparently you do too because you keep calling me and you want me to come in and come work for you. I put in my time already. It's time for you to do your thing, supervisor.
mm.
Other than that, how are
Word.
you doing?
I'm pretty good. I've been good, like as far as like getting things together. I think I've kind of found a good mix with everything, and like we got the headset off right now, and
Don't need it.
so yeah, really have the edit effect, but it's alright. Like I've come to where it is now, so soon I plan on getting that live one in somewhere like at a park, like outdoors, getting a different scenery, and um maybe having like a little get together around the area, at the same time, like a little event, small event.
It's a little too hot to have a get together, man. It's like what one? It was like what 119 today, 124.
Mm,
It was
yeah, you're
hot.
right. But yeah, but I'll plan ahead probably for something like that.
You know how
But
people always say this is the tip of the iceberg. So what will we say? This is the tip of the flame.
yeah, no, well,
What has anybody
yeah,
ever thought about that?
no, I
Since
don't think
everyone
I've
says,
ever
"Oh,
heard
this is
one
the
of
tip of the iceberg, ladies and gentlemen."
those.
Well, for Arizona, we don't know what an iceberg looks like.
Yeah,
So, so
they've never like had anything mentioning that, like something like that, the tip of the flame. Yeah, you're right. Especially the one that's inside the actual.
hmm, something to think about.
Yeah, because that's where we are. Everything else is somewhere around that. But then you got the inside of the actual, where you putting it against your fucking rig and shit, getting that dab in. That's where we're at. Where that spot that's heating up your rig. I mean, that's human for you.
It's so hot. I saw the
Everything else taking longer to heat up with. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's so hot out there, man. I saw the devil say, "God damn."
And the fucking humidity, like, especially when the humidity comes around, like it is
It's
right now, like
terrible.
it's.
The worst humidity is like when you open your car door and you sit in your car. that that type of humidity is terrible. It's like you don't even get in that bitch just right then. You just open the door and you
put the key in the ignition, you start it, you roll all the windows down, and you turn the AC on. Let that bitch run for a good 2-3 minutes, and then you get in.
Yeah,
gotta let
man.
that, gotta let that
Duh.
that furnace humidity just.
God.
Ooh man, that's the worst.
I swear too, it's like I feel like for here too, like the summers, like they skip and they get worse. That when they skip, they
Mm-hmm.
start to
It,
like
seems
especially with the humidity. The humidity part, I think, skips for me because I feel like last year it wasn't as humid,
it's that
and there
monsoon
hasn't.
season.
Yeah, so like the year before, I remember a good amount of that year, and I remember earlier when I walked out of work, I was like, I just was reminded of it, of the like a couple years back, and I was like, ooh, this was one of those nasty when it was all. There was a bunch of lightning out by YPG a couple years back, and it would always fucking just pass us, you know. Ah man, I was just reminded of those days, and I was like, ah.
I seen a video on Instagram the other day. These people, I don't know if they were standing by like a tombstone, but they were standing huddled around a tree, and a bolt of lightning struck the tree, and they all died. Like craziness. You just see a bolt of lightning just strike the tree, and they just fall over. I was like,
No,
wow.
that's
It's like
it's one of those
the
crazy
power
stories.
of
Yeah, man.
the power from God, man. I don't know what they said or what they did. But man, it was like four or five people just laid out.
Where was this again?
I have no idea, man. I was looking on Instagram. Someone had sent it to me, and then I went back to try to save it, to try to go send it to other people, and it just disappeared.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was one of those. It was one of those type of messages where it said like sensitive content, and it had a little eyeball, and
Yeah.
it was one of those. So
But yeah,
I was like,
because that's what it
ooh,
sounds like. Because you saw a couple of people like get wiped out. That's
like
wild.
they
That
just
reminds me of like one that I've heard where people have talked about where it was like this guy getting hit with a lightning strike, and he, I guess, survived to it or something.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Nah,
he-
these people did not
yeah,
survive.
that's what I'm saying.
There
Like
was
they
there
got
was there was
wiped
no life.
completely out around through that tree, and was there like a fry or two from that tree after that started?
No, there was no fire. You just see the zap. It
Oh.
zaps the tree, and the people just there was no life in their bodies. I was like, oh my goodness. And I went back to try to send it to as many people as I could, and it said video's been deleted.
Oh.
It's pretty gnarly, man. Pretty gnarly. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Only like in cartoons and never.
Yeah, that sounds like some animated shit.
Because
Super animated, like that one, unbelievable.
because if they would have lived, they would have got their ass up and went to go play the lottery.
Yeah. That day, huh?
I know I would have if I got struck by lightning. Because they say you got a better chance of getting struck by lightning than winning the lottery.
Mm,
So does that make you lucky or unlucky?
yeah, that's luck. Like, I'm definitely going. You're right.
Well, I want the luck to where I'm still alive and I could buy a couple things with that lotto money. Because there's still some things I want to do on my bucket list. I want to do them before I even think about having a bucket list.
Mm-hmm. Before you have to worry about one.
While I'm still able to move my toes and
Yeah, you're right. Man, how long have you been producing again? So my listeners and your listeners
See, I just
who
got.
don't
Go ahead.
who don't really have who never really had a background on you, so we could like get that, like, cause I even forget. It's been a while.
You know, I forgot too. I just got so comfortable with just shooting a breeze.
Yeah.
So,
So I forget to
yeah,
like let you know, let the people know, like, this is local, like you are local and you have been doing this thing for a while and you got like a whole
right.
style like that is pretty, like, you said you've taken from where you've been and the sounds that you've heard in life and growing up type shit that you've been through and all that. So you've it all comes with where you feeling type, you know,
Right.
where
Right.
you get into your mixes and all that. So you do have a different you have a broad like genre like of beats from what just you've heard playing in front of me the past like hour that you've been here before they've been on camera. We were just like going through and it was just like I was just listening and could have took away from the whole night, you know, just
Right.
going through what we were trying to find. And I was like, I know he's got just hours of probably, you know, so you have a good discography. And for people that don't know, like, it is all business, like, when it comes to this, like, and I respect your hustle too at the same time, so I'm not trying to take away from what your shine is, but I just want to get Uncle Larry on and let the people know what's been around under the scene, underground, and man, like, let's get into some shit. Let me hear some shit. Let them hear some shit.
All right. Well, to let people know, I do go by Uncle Larry. You know, people in the streets, they know me as P or P Balls or whatever, what have you. I started doing music, man, I'd probably say just about, probably about like around the time where everyone really started doing music, like right after Tupac and Biggie passed away. So like 96, 90, like 96, 97, around there. I was like 11 or 12. Um, I used to mess around with my sister's Casio. She had a keyboard machine, like a keyboard, and I used to mess around with that. And she had a turntable, and I used to scratch on her new edition,
Yeah.
her new edition album, and she would get mad because she couldn't listen to Candy Girl because it was all skipped and scratched up on. Because I thought I was, you know, trying to be Jam Master Jay or
Yeah.
or DJ Red Alert or somebody back in the day, or DJ Cool. But yeah, so like back then is when I started, and then
I was gonna ask you though before like you jump into I don't know what goes next, but like music at a time then like was really like different like within everyday life. I think between like everyone, right? Like, because I feel like it was a big part of everyone's like people would really get together and
right,
listen to different like tapes and shit like that they'd see
Yeah.
going into music stores and walking into them.
and that was the beauty of music. It was going into a record store or music store and being able to put those headphones on and listen to the album before actually buying it. You know, that right there is what's missing. Or, you know, you walking in a music store and you're seeing cardboard cutouts of that album that you just saw the commercial on TV for.
Yeah.
Or you just hear the music playing
Right.
in the speakers, and then the clerk is telling you, hey, that new album just came out. That's why I miss bebop, man. Bebop was my go-to spot for music. I miss that place. But to make a long story short, I really didn't start really getting serious with music until um like junior high, high school.
Okay.
Um,
So that was the 90s for you then, right?
no, that was the 2000s, man. I'm not that old. Come on now.
Oh,
So
my
junior
bad.
junior high, high school. So
Okay,
that's like
early.
1999,
Oh.
2000. I'm not that old.
Hey, I was in
Fuck,
the
actually I am, but still.
yes, 99,
That's
2000. So
I was
like,
on the cusp of the Y2K. Come on.
but that reminds me too that cause you played ball early 2000s too, and
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I think you was Abercrombie around there at the
Yeah.
system, and
That was the system we were
I,
running.
I
The
remember
Stanford
the
Shuffle.
run four.
1-4 low.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That shit.
you wanna go zone or ISO, go 1-4 low.
Yeah. I forgot to mention
It's
that.
the only time I would get the ball.
Too, I remember. Like he was around over there and stuff.
Yeah, and Abercrombie, man, I was like one of the best coaches I've ever had. Like that dude, I don't know, man. The way he taught the game of basketball, it it kind of felt like Abercrombie was getting us ready for life, and we didn't even know it.
You're right. Yeah, you're right though. Yeah, he used a little like analogies.
Yeah.
Like that reference like life but within the game. And
Yeah,
stuff,
man. He prepared us for life, and basketball was it was like a job because you guys didn't have this. You guys didn't have this
Oh.
back then, but basketball class, we had that for fifth period.
Oh no, I got it, but I
But
think they got rid of it too, like around after when we left too.
Exactly, it was not
We
the
was
same.
just like privileged with it.
It wasn't. It wasn't the same. But that fifth period basketball class was everything, bro, because we had weightlifting. I don't know if you remember Coach Powers, the little buff Asian guy that used to be a teacher there. He was our strength.
No, because I went to I had him at Cibola, and we had gotten our.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that guy was our strength and he was
Yeah.
our strength and conditioning coach, and he used to push us, man, and like we had a really strong foundation. Like that dude, like Coach Powers was a good ass. He was another good a good guy that got caught a bad rap, man. But
Oh,
but he was a one of those guys who, if he believed in you, he believed in you.
okay.
Like
Yeah,
Coach Powers had a lot of people who couldn't dunk.
Wow.
Please believe that he had a lot of people who couldn't dunk.
That's exactly what you're saying. That if he believed in you, you make it happen. Shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn, that's wild.
yeah. He would not. There was no days off with Coach Powers. You could not slack. But back to the beats, man. I started getting serious with this back junior high, high school. You know, me and my homeboy Silky P, aka Craig. You know, we
Okay.
started doing this thing, and we made a buzz for ourselves on MySpace. You know, people started messing with us.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they start hating because we like to wear the color red while we live in an area where this is a blue state per
Yeah.
se. So
Yeah, I get
not a
you.
lot of people wanted to
You're
mess
right.
with us. But yet the same people who didn't want to mess with us, they riding around listening to Birdman and Lil Wayne and all this. And it's like,
Yeah.
hey, you hating
Oh,
on
that
us?
early 2000 shit, like when
Yeah,
she was getting
listen-
like
Listening to
really?
Mac 10 in the game, and I'm like, hey, you saying
Yeah, I know.
this and that about me, but you're listening
all
to
that.
them, and they wear the same color as me. But you know, that's neither here or there. That was way back then. I mean,
Yeah.
luckily we're blessed to still be alive and talk about it. But
Different time, man.
yeah, since this quarantine, I've just been getting more dedicated and focused on making beats, and hopefully the right ear can one day listen and be like, "Hey, you want to collab?"
Yeah.
You know, I'm just not gonna do it for free though. I'm not gonna sell my soul for it either.
Yeah.
You know,
I will definitely have like a link below and stuff. We'll figure that out, and I'll get it from you so that they could just hit you up with your information, your email, to if they really want to talk business and get some inquiries in, then hit the line and stuff. But otherwise, if you're just gonna give a real run around and waste some time, like, don't worry about it. Like, when you're really serious and you wanna come at with some business and do the do what comes with that, like, then you guys can have the discussion and you could hit up the line. So
for sure.
definitely don't waste time, like, 'cause we've been around long enough to where you ain't got no time to be wasting.
Mm-mm.
And you
Time
should,
is money.
yeah, exactly. You should be, you as a follower, if you're listening to this, then you obviously should understand that as well. So I'm not trying to waste your time, and ain't nobody here as well trying to waste yours, and I don't want you wasting mine. So
Yeah, please don't window shop when it comes to shopping for beats. Hurry up and buy. I'm just playing. No, but seriously though, it's all business. But I mean, it is what it is. We live in a time to where, entrepreneurship is really big right now. So this is where we have to embark and try to
yeah,
take over on the opportunity. What do they say? Carpe diem, seize the day.
yeah.
We have to take
Gotta take a little
we gotta
control.
take advantage of these situations while they're at
Yeah.
hand, because we never know when we're gonna be able to tap into our superhero abilities
Yeah, you're
later
right.
on, because
It's all different. It's all a different timeline. But if you feel like, oh man, this is like the end, don't, like, like, there's always a next day and stuff. But no matter what's going on that day, like, you're gonna get through it and stuff. Like,
oh, for sure.
you always just gotta believe in yourself and understand that there's gonna be some bad days that you're gonna go through, and rainy days and shit. But I mean, the sunny days outweigh those and stuff. So everything's gonna be all right. So let's continue. Like, you've been at it since about junior high and stuff, getting into all that stuff.
Right.
So it was a good. I'm sure you've had a good, like, amount of breaks in between where you've been now and stuff, right? Or because you
Absolutely.
growing up and stuff, you have like things that you end up dealing with as you grow, and time taken
Absolutely.
away from that. So
Absolutely. And every time where I took a break, it was right when I got back in the swing of picking up the drum machine, or a software program, and making beats again. And
okay.
every time when I would get right back in the groove of it and start picking up a groove, picking up a rhythm, a family member would pass away, or life
Yeah.
life will just happen to where you just have to grow up, and
It's
you
like
gotta,
the way it works too.
yeah, and for me, every time when that happens, it's it hurts, because I'm not over here sacrificing my family members. They're dying of natural causes or freak accidents. I'm not a part of the Illuminati, or I'm not trying to be a part of the Illuminati. I'm just trying to be a part of the music industry,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to make good music. I'm trying to make people feel good. And with that being said, why can't I get paid for my services and not be a slave to the industry?
Yeah, you're
Why
right.
why can't I own my own publishing and my own masters? Why do I have to give up a piece of my soul in order to have fame and riches? Why can't I just work for it
Exactly.
just like the next man? Or I don't know. But yeah, so
Yeah.
every time I would pick up a
Okay.
drum pad or something, a family member would pass away, and it would just devastate me to where I would just lose focus on everything. But
Yeah.
I know giving up was something that they didn't want me to do. It wasn't even in the vocabulary.
Yeah. I could
So
understand that. Like,
so like I come from a strong line of independent people who don't like to fail, and if they do fail, they're gonna work their way around it to become successful. They learn from their mistakes, and
yeah.
they don't they
Exactly.
don't they don't do the same stupid shit twice. Is
No.
is what I'm trying
No.
to say. Trial and error. So
So, with that, like, that's how many, what's the longest I think that you think that you've took, like, the longest break?
what do you mean? The long
Like the delay from even touching anything?
ooh goodness, 4 years.
4 years? Alright, yeah. Sounds like about me and this stuff, really.
Let's see. Four. Yeah, 4 years. Four
What,
years.
was there anything that, like, brought you back, or was it like, at the end of that 4 years, a couple months, like, it was just like, oh, alright, I'm gonna start hitting this up soon, like, is there anything that's significant that you could remember that was like someone maybe like, hey, what happened to, like, you and those beats, or
Oh
uh
yeah, most definitely. That was my fiance. She was the one who actually bought the beat machine for me and told me to do something with myself. As soon as the pandemic hit, she was like, "You've been talking about you want to be a music producer and this and that, and you want to rub elbows with Timbaland and Manny Fresh. Well, here's your chance." No, no, like no shit. That's what she told me, and she, she bought me the beat machine, and it took me 3.5 months to learn how to figure it out because hey, it's been years since I've messed with a beat machine.
yeah,
It's not like riding a bike, ladies and
yeah, I
gentlemen.
know
It is not
exactly
like
what you
that
mean.
because there's so many programs and paths that you have to figure out. But yeah, my fiance, she bought me the drum machine and she told me to figure it out, and I was getting so frustrated. I wanted to throw this bitch in the garbage can and throw it out the window, and
Yeah, I know what you mean,
and
man.
once I
That's
bought that
dope.
first drum kit, and I start figuring things out, and once I start figuring things out, everything started feeling good, and I felt like I was back to my normal self, in my
Okay.
zone, happy, at peace, not worried about anything around me, just making good music.
That's that's awesome, man. And I'm pretty sure a lot of artists can relate to that, you know. You
Right.
just get into that zone and
Yeah.
whatever you're doing at the moment deep enough, and it's like a meditation, like, state too at the same time, you know, like,
Most
and
definitely.
it's awesome peacefulness too. Conscious peacefulness, man. Um Shit, let's get in on a beat. Like,
All right, let's do
let's
it.
let them hear one. What you got? Like the first one.
All
I
right.
guess no particular order,
No
except
particular
for that
order.
one with the guitar tab. I'd probably take it like third.
Okay. All right. So, no particular order.
Yeah.
Well, this is one that I think you should probably use for your podcast.
Let's let them hear it. And we'll just clip a little bit out for the outro or intro or something, you know.
Right.
I mean, I got. This is tuned.
Sorry about that.
This is Stay Tuned Together. I think it'll be episode 6.
9. Wait, what?
I think this is like Stay Tuned Together episode 6 maybe.
Which one?
I could be wrong, but I have tuned and the frequencies as with a little triangle of my fellas, my 2 other guys.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
seen that one. That was 6. That was like
that one's
that's like
the
5 or
8th. That was the 7th one.
That was
That
the
was the 8th one. So this one technically is the 9th. So my next one that I release will be the 10th. So I hope I'll probably take a week, maybe 2 off from it, and I'll get a little plan together, and I'll figure something out to just give it some flavor. And I really want to do like a giveaway, and I want people to like share it and like it and get something to put them into getting involved with the raffle or something. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. You should be like the next Howard Stern. You already got the curly hair.
Oh,
You
I've
should
heard
get-
that too from my friends.
You
so
should get a female to
a little female.
do it. Let it be the giveaway.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man. My homies are saying the same shit, and I was thinking about it too around the time when I started this. I was like, man, like Howard Stern really was a fucking genius. Like at his time, you know, he was doing this for like 20 years before podcast even popped off. Like,
Oh yeah,
With
private
them.
parts.
yeah, he is brilliant.
So here's the beat that I think you should use for your podcast.
Excuse me. Sorry. All right, let's get it.
If it'll play.
ANKHA LARRY.
And I don't know why it doesn't want to play right now.
ANKHA LARRY. What position did you play at Yuma?
Power forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a power forward.
Power forward. Class of
04.
'04. Yuma. Criminals. I'm class of 2011. The
You're
Raiders.
a youngster.
Yeah, I'm even young for this guy, man. I'm even young for the uncle.
It's all right.
It's alright.
I'm having some technical difficulties. I don't
Nah,
know what happened.
They
but
can wait. I mean, this is 2021. If they don't know,
all
they
right.
should know. Sorry for the wait. Or at least like some from the drought. If you don't know, then you probably never been around mixtapes, I guess.
No, they haven't.
MP3 era. All that. LimeWire, FrostWire. Get you a virus wire. I didn't mean that when I said that about Chris Paul, for real.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't mean it like off the camera. Like that. They should have really fill us in with some information on like what that is all about, because it doesn't really make sense.
Okay, watch your ears.
Like, why would
watch
the
your ears? I'm gonna do
algorithm
it.
come from
I'm gonna
me?
do it. I'm gonna do a test, man. Watch your ears. Okay, we're good.
They're good too. I'm pretty sure that didn't really hurt them. And if it did, I'm sorry. But the wait is over.
All right, here we go.
It's been distributed amongst the people.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, this is the one where I think that you should be picking or be playing for your podcast.
Again, Uncle Larry. Oh yeah. Tell me how you feel. I said, tell me how you feel. For real, are you tuned? Are you tuned? 'Cause I know that this is not off the top. I just wrote it down. I just wrote it down. I got that algorithms going crazy. The system, it can't tame me. Yeah, they don't understand me, but that's the best thing that I can do is make it different than you, but you different than me in a way. I got the flow going crazy. Yeah, not really, but I just know that they gon' think that I'm silly, but they feel me in a way. They'll keep it. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, man. I like that shit. It's
Like that shit? Telling you, man.
The dreamy little effect, and then you have the. I can't really piece out what that other sound is on the melody that you got going on, but it's really like vibing. Said it was fantastic at the end.
Yeah, so that's the one I think that you should be using for your podcast, like man.
Short and sweet.
Exactly.
To the point, and it's a good I feel like that's a good interlude song too.
Mm-hmm.
In the album and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going for. That's exactly what I was going for with that one, man. Hell yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, shall we keep the party going or what?
Yeah, it's been a while. Like, I don't do this shit on camera, so like, it's all gonna have to be like. I wish I had glasses on, dude.
Well, it's first time for everything.
I'm gonna have to get me some glasses for the fucking podcast at some moments, and I'm gonna be like my big daddy shit. Like no one can see me. It's just me in the room.
Highest in the room.
Shout out to Travis, man, and the Scots. Man, if you got something to smoke, if you smoking on something, grab your lighter and spark it up. Just vibe with us. Just ride with us. Just vibe with us. It's all me, just doing me. You in the bleachers, in the stands, but I'm playing for the other team, you can't stand me. I'm complicated, you wouldn't understand me. I'm standing out, you wouldn't pick me, yeah. I'm reaching out, but you don't feel me. Yeah, I'm getting closer, but you don't really know what's real, so you just milling. You want 1,000,000, but that's just a bad thought, yeah. Just keep it even, no crisp, but I just not breezy. There ain't no breeze around me, instead it's humid as shit. Got the sun blaring on me, feel like I'm cooking in the oven, yeah. Cook it on the dash instead and got it hitting the dash. I'm on my way, headed to the east, yeah. I ain't looking back. Camera
Go
flash.
south, put the blunt in your mouth and hit that shit, cause you're letting it burn too much.
I like that. I forgot the strain.
Ice cream cake is what it is.
You
Want me to play
ain't
another one or what?
bugging me.
Are you vibing to this one? You like this one?
Yeah. You don't know where I really been. I know that for a fact, but I ain't fucking tripping. 'Cause I know that you don't know where I've been, but I'm still sipping the same shit that you saw me sipping last time. Man, it's been years, I got an addiction. I know that they're feeling this. They stay tuned with the podcast.
Let me see what else we got.
That shit's dope. I like the synths and then the little electric piano on that. Yeah. That shit's dope. I love that shit. Yeah.
I'm good, bro. Yeah. Play another one. Just vibing right now.
Yeah. ANKHA Larry, don't forget, description, I'll have that shit with a link. Serious inquires only. Don't hit me on that phony. Woke up out the crib, stepping out like shit. Finna get shit faced, got no reason, no kids. I'm just doing me, I'm gon' live it too. The end of story is stay tuned. I want you to live to the max, don't look back on the past, just grow off that shit, man. I know this is that medicine, I got it for you below the counter, oh over it. Yeah, I'm so over it that I'm gonna switch to the switch. Yeah, drop it like a top, sun out, but you don't want it unless you next to the coast. Yeah, I'm on a skateboard, hit a rail, on the grind all the time, and that's just no TikTok, no Vine. I'm taking my time on this shit. I like that. It's like
You like that one
that
too,
one,
or
I
what?
like it. It sounds like
Now,
good,
I know
nice,
you like it.
West
but-
Coast. Like I love that shit, man.
I know you like it, but I wonder if your listeners like it though. That's the
Yeah.
that's the key.
I hope they do. I mean, I wouldn't if you're not vibing to this and like this is like not something that you're rocking with, then like I'm just wondering what's wrong with you, like, 'cause that shit'll make you get up out your seat and if you can't, like, at least get a bob and just feel, you know what I mean? That feel like, oh, I want to get up out my seat and dance, or let's say it's the last call. The bar.
If it was last call at the bar, man, oh man, if y'all only knew, man. If it was last call at the bar, have you ever been at last call at the bar?
Yes, I have.
And you know,
Last call,
sometimes
man.
when you full of that hen dog, and you know you've been sneaking a toke here and there because you gave the security guard an extra $20 to leave you the fuck alone while you over there in the corner just blazing your little joint. You know, you get them beer goggles and 300 pounds of Betsy looks like, yeah.
Yeah. Beer
So,
goggles is true stories.
you know, so
It's a real thing, people.
I made this beat.
And it's always when you black out too.
Mm-hmm. So I made this beat thinking of last call at the bar. Not only was I thinking about that, I also thought about the R&B artist that goes by the name of Black. A lot of people like to call him Six Lack because he has a six,
Yes.
and then it's Lack, and it's like, come on, that says Black.
Yeah.
And I don't know how these millennials can't understand that, and I'm an old head. Come on. But yeah, I'm gonna play this for you. I also thought about using this to make a song dedicated to Snapchat, but I wonder if Snapchat will endorse me or if they get offended. I have an acronym for Snapchat, but I don't know if I should tell them about it yet, Chris.
Yeah. Get your last drink in. Get it. Get it. That's the wrong chick with. That's the wrong chick right there, but she's with it.
Shit sounds so fucking smooth though, man.
Oh shit. She's the last chick in the room.
Just imagine you nabbing a bad bitch in the club. You take her back home, and you got like black lights and shit in your room, and you got the candles burning, and it's just like
Yeah.
magic.
Especially that right on the way back home.
So when I made this, I was trying to put that concept into your mind, not only into your mind, but into your speakers as well.
Yeah, man.
Because if all fellas, if you got a banging system and the bass got your balls thwopping, imagine what her cooter is doing. So I try to, you know, that was the aim, that was the target. I hope I hit it and didn't miss. Because I don't like to shoot my shot too much.
No, this shit's dope as fuck.
And then you take the panties off, then it start to smell a little bit. Then you gotta be like, hold up, wait a minute. You ain't even wash your shit, you nasty bitch. Oh, I'll just flag it up.
Oh, that's good.
Last call for alcohol, y'all.
And when you're making beats, you usually like filling yourself like with some flows.
Yeah.
At the same time as like I was gonna say, like, is there anything that you usually like that gives you the momentum to, hey, okay, I'm gonna really do the hit this, or like hit this with some type of feeling or something that gives you motivation to actually, or I'm gonna go hit that later on, or
All the time, man. Most of my beats derive from my past experience in my life. You know, some come from good times in my life. Some come from bad times in my life. Some even come from when I was trying to figure out who I was as a man or who I was as a person. When I was a little knucklehead trying to be a little player and trying to be a player and got played. You know, because even that happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
You know, we think we got all the game until we come across that one female that got more game than us, and we
Yeah.
be the ones getting played. Now we're in the shower crying.
Yeah.
You
Yo.
know,
Exactly. Happens to the best of us.
yeah. So, and you could pretty much tell if you really sit back and listen to my beats where I was,
Yeah.
where
There's
you
a
can,
little
you know,
that feeling.
where you can travel.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I know there's someone on this planet that has been through something similar as me, or wish they've had someone who can say what they've always wanted to say. You know, because I used to rap, you know, but I
That
don't.
was when you first started and stuff. You would do that, or
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I stopped rapping was because to me, I felt like I got good to a point to where I felt like I didn't need to curse at my flow anymore. And I felt like with that, with me not cursing at my flow, people didn't want to hear me because I wasn't shooting nobody or
Oh,
stabbing
yeah.
nobody or
exactly.
robbing, you know.
That's
I was
what I like
flowing.
to listen to, man.
I was flowing, but I was talking about real things that I was really doing, or me and my homies was doing.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
we
That's
wasn't really
people-
incriminating ourselves. We was really out there.
They want to listen to the stuff that they can't relate to, you know.
You know, we're real shit like five homies putting up $5 together to get a 20 sack, or you know, like
Yeah.
shit like that, or
Exactly. That's what you want to hear, you know.
that's the shit that we was rapping about, and they didn't want to hear it back then because we wasn't
That's what I
balling
wanna
or
hear.
flossing and driving no Maybachs and this and that.
Yeah,
Popping
exactly.
bottles is like, we ain't popping no bottles, but we over here drinking Henny with your bitch. She like it, but you hating on me. But with that being said, how you feeling, man?
I feel good. The ice cream is good. The beats are hard.
Speaking of hard,
Production's good. The mixing, the transitioning, I just look like it all. It's all ready, and I mean, you could hear like it. There's experience and all that. Like, I'm interested, like, to hear like how you progress. You know, like maybe some of your older stuff, or if there's anything you have like a progression, like even like just I just wanna just to understand like a little bit of how far you've come, because I don't even know. It's a lot of music and a lot of like mixing, and I'm pretty sure, you know,
okay, well, this is
between 2000 and stuff, like we're coming up on 20 years that you've been around this type of frequencies, and you wanting to like make your own sound, and you know what I mean.
well, the sound that I'm trying to come up with.
You also like incorporate sampling into your beats and stuff, so
Yeah, here and there, here and there. I'm still basically learning how to sample. Shouts out to the NPC gang. Uh, they've been helping me a lot. A lot of things I really didn't know about this NPC. You know, I asked a question and the feedback has been lovely, and they've been helping me throughout the way. Just in like what, let's say 16 hours.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
man.
incredible, bro. That's like fast.
So with that being said, I'll play something from when I first started making beats to a beat that I made after getting some advice from the NPC gang. Because I do use an NPC beat machine, an NPC studio controller, and I'm, you know, and
Yeah, the equipment.
yeah, and
some-
everything is NPC.
easily accessible.
Yeah, yeah. So, without further ado, this is before I asked that question from the NPC gang. Call this one for the gang. For everybody who been down with me in the struggle, who told me keep doing the music shit, don't ever stop. I did this for y'all. This is one of the first ones. This is for those 3 fans who asked for my autograph when nobody didn't even give a fuck about me.
Damn.
When I was selling my tapes, well, my CDs, when E40 and the Yin Yang Twins was out here at Wayland's Water World or the Fun Factory or whatever. This is for y'all. I don't even know where you guys are at, but all I know is that y'all was from Bakersfield and y'all asked for my autograph. Thank you. It's for anyone who ever stopped me in Walmart and just chopped it up with me for like 2-3 seconds. Not on no fuck shit, just some real ass shit. I made this for y'all. Good, bro. And there's this. I gotta find that other one. Now, that one that I did.
That's the guitar one, right?
Yeah. Now this one that I'm gonna play. This is the one that you like. This isn't the one from after I got the advice from
Oh, okay.
NPC
yeah,
gang.
You have to put that the one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play the one that you like.
That after you got the advice from the NPC group.
Yeah.
This one.
No. This is not this one. This is the one that you like.
Oh, okay. And then after this one, you'll play.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one, I made this one thinking about when Tyga came out with that song Taste.
Yeah.
That shit was hard in the club, wasn't it not?
Yeah.
Every time you heard that, ooh, the
Yeah.
girls would be like, oh, and that shit would go off. So I kind of made this one for Tyga. If you listening or if you ever listen, T-Raw, you did Taste. Let's do the remix, man. Let's call this bitch Swallow. Just watch. Just imagine.
Yeah. shit's hard. I like the guitar on this one. And then that.
Tell me you cannot hear that playing in the club, bro.
Yeah. That is your the little sample of that reminds me of like 90s too. But then the guitar sounds like the guitar sounds like something
like some Colombiana shit. Like some Scarface.
Yeah.
When he met Sosa.
Yeah.
Don't fuck me, Tony.
Off the fucking beach with the breezy fucking air and shit and the fucking I forget what that's called. But yeah. Shit's hard.
Oh, I love this beat, man. This shit.
Hard as fuck, man. I was like, that one, I like that one, man. It was the guitar that caught me at the first, and I was like,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, if they don't fucking like this, there's something wrong, for real. You're not banging to this, man.
Yup.
I appreciate you coming on here and giving the podcast that little bit of cake, and ready to deliver that little cake too and get some music out there from this little corner and stuff, you know.
No doubt.
No doubt. I mean, appreciate you coming on here again.
Do you really appreciate it?
Yeah, I do. It's only the beginning, like I said. Like, I got ideas in mind and stuff, so music's the next one, and that's coming sooner than later, so stay tuned, and that will be revealed to you soon. And this is just the beginning, and it's a little peak, and I just really want to put out like local artists, and I mean people that aren't getting the appreciation that I believe that they deserve, you know. So
right.
I do appreciate you coming on here.
And I appreciate you having me. And if you don't know, you can follow me on Instagram, DopeFlow85, or Uncle Larry 85. Either or. Both of them are on my pages. You can look me up, hit me up, DM me if you're really serious, if you want to work, collab, or if you just want to give me some words of inspiration or motivation. That'd be dope too.
Yeah, man. Like,
I don't want none of that hate or that fuck shit.
Exactly. Likewise with the podcast and everything, like a new face. That's why I'm trying to get out from this little corner, this hot ass oven. What'd you say, Lance? What'd you say, Uncle Larry? It's the tip of the what?
The tip of the flame, or it's not the tip of the iceberg, but
what would you
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Consider it the tip, like you said, the
tip of the flame,
the torch, like that spot.
Yeah.
Where you're heating up the rig and stuff. That's where we're coming from, man. And I mean, this place is growing. Technology is getting wild. But that's something to talk about another day.
I'll play a little snippet to just kill us on out of here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who do you got before that? Who do you got with the Bucks? Series.
Oh man,
Bucks and series. closing out on Game 7
I hope
on what is that,
I'm
Saturday.
I'm pulling for
I'm not sure.
Milwaukee, man. I'm sorry. I mean, there's too many superstars in Brooklyn. Way too
If they
many.
go, it would be like a boring finals again. You know what I mean?
Right.
We need that 2 all-star. That's what I'm saying. Like that 2 all-star, and then role players, good bench play, all that young players
Mhm.
coming off like just young consistency and under the radar hero type guy. Those Robert Ory's.
Yeah. Or those Chauncey Billups type of players.
Yeah. Tayshaun Prince, Rip
Yeah.
Hamilton. Shit.
Mhm. Those type of.
We got that, and then you got the. I mean, I can understand what you're saying though too, cause the Hawks and the fucking Sixers, the Sixers, the momentum of that whole series has
That's
spun
a
around.
that's a good series too now.
'Cause
Don't get it twisted.
what was it? What was it? It was 2-0.
Yeah.
The Sixers were up, right?
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
they went back to Atlanta, and they got 2. And then they won again in Philadelphia, right? And so now they're back in Atlanta, trying
Yeah.
to close it out.
Yeah.
And that'll be tonight. This should be up tonight. It will be up tonight. No doubt about it. Early morning?
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll be early morning. And it'll be the future. But that's the next matchups that could come out of the Eastern Conference. The Suns are just chilling.
Yeah. Just chilling.
And you got the Clippers and the Jazz. I was thinking it was 7, but we'll see. Cause I don't know. Mitchell with the ankle, it seems like it's been bothering him a little, man.
He's still been putting up numbers
Yeah.
though.
We'll see if George can keep playing consistent like he's been the past 3 games.
Mhm.
Then that will all take away, like, and you got to have the players around them making those shots. Like Morris with the last game, he came up big. He came up big the game before. He's been coming up big the past couple of games too at the same time. So the rotation has been different than what the regular season was and stuff too.
Mhm.
It's crazy because they've been really adjusting in the playoffs. So I could see that going 7.
You think it's gonna go 7?
Absolutely. Nah.
Nah. You say you.
I think it might go 7.
7. Okay. Pretty interesting.
I think they're going back to Utah, right? No, they won in Utah, huh? You're right, they're going back to LA. Yeah. The 6, but I was thinking 7, but I think the 6, but I could see it going 7. I was thinking 7 even with Kawhi though.
Yeah.
And then fucking George the last 2, cause that I think it was the game 3 was the first game that Paul George had the 30 or something. Cause
Mm-hmm.
in the series, I think. Cause in the first two, he didn't really show up. But after that all happened, it was like, ooh, fuck. George is like showing out right now for a second. And even the last game, it was like he was able to get it to her. But I don't know. It's wild. And then they don't have the details like with Paul on the Leonard situation. But Phoenix, they got a good chance, man. They got a good team, and
You shouldn't have said what you said, man.
oh,
I'm telling you.
it's all right. Pretty sure it'll be all right.
You jinxed it.
I didn't jinx it, you guys. I don't know what he's talking about. Stay tuned.
You jinxed it.
Yo, I was gonna say. For the road. On the road. Shot of roads, asphalt. Take me slow. Stay tuned. I just want to let them know that this is the beginning, and this has always been the beginning. And there's more to come, so take advantage while you can. Uncle Larry,
Yeah.
like I said, it was great having you on again, and
Thank you.
I really hope they enjoyed. Like I said, local artist, local producer, Uncle Larry. Description below.
Representing that Y-Town, y'all.
Alright, man. Any last words? Anyone you want to shout out before we take it out?
Shouts out to Stay Tuned for having me.
You guys went straight.